I suppose I've always played about gender issues, whether that's men and women. The so-called differences strike me as funny or absurd. Funny, serious, ingenious. I don't really set out to be offensive, but I do want to sort of tickle people. My name is Sarah Lucas. I'm from England. It's the biggest exhibition to show some works from 30 years of my career. So it goes way back to the beginning of the 90s till now. The museum is the Red Brick Art Museum in Beijing. Volkswagen Doris, the big boots. It stands for women wearing big boots, something we aspire to. The 1000 Eggs is a women's event. It's partly making a painting with eggs by throwing them at the wall. So I mean, eggs is a material I often have in my artwork because women have eggs and eggs are finite. A lot of women are worrying about when to have children. It can be a liberating moment for women to vent some of their anger. The first time I did the egg throwing performance, I only let women throw eggs, and the men looked so disappointed that I felt a bit sorry for them. If men are prepared to come our way by dressing as a woman, we'll let them throw. Sarah Lucas things are eggs, cigarettes, food in general, plaster. They're all ordinary things. I like to start with something that isn't at all tasteful, even something as sort of ugly, and somehow make it tasteful enough in the end. As 2 fried eggs and a kebab still has a kind of elegance. Went to this second-hand furniture place, chose that mattress, put the fruits on it and the bucket, and it's supposed to represent a man and a woman in bed. These bunnies were quite sexy. I actually used to make the ears. It had a connotation of bunny girl. I started stuffing the tights, and I had the wires in them and hung it on the back of a chair, China bunnies, and introducing really strong colour paint into the sculptures. They're seductive in a way, a bit glamorous and a bit sad. Somewhere between a woman and a bunny. Something that's always hidden that we do privately. It's just very tempting to get them out of the closet, really. The toilets also have that taboo element. And actually, I think they look quite like sweets, like you could eat them or something. I have a working class background. I left school when I was 16. Then I went and did lots of evening classes in painting, drawing, and could apply to college. There were a whole group of people very talented and also quite ambitious. So we decided to make a lot of exhibitions ourselves. Always turned into kind of a party. Self-portrait in the 90s, really, mainly. Eating banana was the first self-portraits I did, really powerful. And I used to use myself as a material. It was cheap. In London, if you get on a bus, if a man gets on the bus, he'll take up the whole of the seat and he'll sit like this. I wanted to try them on. I had a cigarette in my mouth and I just kept it, making a really long ash. Made me cry a lot. Then I'm making the painting with it, a nod to Andy Warhol as well. Smoking's bad for our health. But whether you're smoking or not, life is bad for our health. Get up, have a pint of tea, then have a cup of coffee, a cigarette. I've actually been quite androgynous. I don't wear makeup, and most days just had plimsolls on because it's easier for doing the work. I think a lot of women, I want to be very sexy to men. I sort of envied men for not having to do that. Why can't we not do that? Honor with me. And it's not entirely a choice. I'm a woman. I'm a woman artist. I've decided to try and do something with it, to use it quite purposefully.